Who's faced the Monday morning blues? When you have had a great Sunday and Monday you wake up ready to quit your job. Well, let me tell you about Elijah, the great fiery prophet from 1 Kings chapter 19. We read this story where after that great exploits on Mount Carmel with 450 prophets of Baal, here's this man on a glorious height. He's called fire down from heaven. But the next day, because he gets a bad news from Jezebel that his life is on the verge, that she's given an edict to get him killed. The word is out. Everybody's looking for him. Elijah goes into fear mode, anxiety mode, depression mode, and he gets away. He doesn't even stop and talk to somebody, a friend, a pastor, a priest, doesn't seek the face of God, goes and hides away and cries out to God and says, I've been there for you, but look at me. I'm now trying to hide for my life. And God meets him and asks him, what are you doing here, Elijah? What an important question. God knew exactly what he was going through, but he wanted him to say it, confess it. And that's the place that God wants us sometimes. He wants us to get away to a place where he can speak to us. And what does Elijah say? Elijah says, I've been serving you with great zeal, and look at what I did on Mount Carmel, and this is what I get for my ministry, for my time with you. How many of us have been there? We've served God faithfully, and we find that support has dried up. People are against us, and people are not standing with us, and we feel discouraged. We feel like giving up, throwing in the towel. I've been there as an evangelist. I'm sure some of you as pastors, as leaders, you've been there in that moment of discouragement and feeling so defeated. And God says to him, okay, I'll show you my power. I'll speak to you. And so he sends him up to a mountaintop and he says, I'll pass by you and you will see me. You will hear from me. So as he's on the mountain, a great wind comes by and Elijah says, okay, now God is going to speak to me. Oh, no, not through that wind. And then an earthquake. Oh, the mountain shatters and goes to pieces. And there he is. And he says, well, sure, God speaks here in this earthquake. No. And then fire comes down from heaven. And he says, surely God's speaking to me through fire, because on Mount Carmel, he came as fire. But God says, no. And he tells him to go to a cave. And there he hears a whisper. And that whisper, God speaks to him. And he says, well, Elijah, what are you doing here? Again, second time God asks him. And Elijah says, well, I've been serving for you word for word what we found in the other passage. Cut and paste. It's just exactly, he says the same words. And God says to him, look, your life is not over. Go and anoint Hazael, to be king of Aram. Go and anoint Jehu. He's going to be king of Israel. Go and anoint Elisha. He's going to take over after you. God has a plan for our lives. God has a plan for our people, for our ministry, for our church, for our whatever occupation God has given you. So don't be discouraged. Your ministry is not over. God wants to get you away quietly so that he can whisper to you. Sometimes we think ministry is the big events and the big crowd, the church full of people, all the great, spectacular, extraordinary things. God is saying, no, no, no. It's in the small things that I want to show you and I want to speak to you. In the whisper, God wants to encourage you and to build you up. So this morning or evening or afternoon, whatever time you're facing right now, just slow down, quiet yourself, and get into that presence of God so he can speak to you and he can minister to you. So what do you do when you're faced with the Monday morning blues? Feeling discouraged, defeated, and disappointed in your ministry? Well, don't do like Elijah. Go and hide away somewhere in a cave, not seek the face of God. Get in a quiet place where you can hear the whisper of God's voice. In the intimacy with God, you'll find your peace and your balance and your realignment. Number two, God says to Elijah, I have 7,000 people saved, so you're not alone. Don't hide away by yourself somewhere alone and feel discouraged all by yourself doing this ministry. Oh, it's me. No, woe is not you. Find a community where you will be encouraged in your church with other believers, other peers. Don't go and hide away like Elijah. You can stand up to anyone with the strength of others. Number three, keep doing the ministry that God has called you. His hand is upon you. His spirit is upon you. He said to Elijah, go anoint Jehu, king of Israel. Go anoint Hazael, king of Aram. Go mentor and put your hand upon Elisha. He's your next in line. He's your successor. Mentor others. In them, your life will be lived out, your ministry will be lived out, and God can continue to use you and spread your influence, and you can be a blessing to others. So when you're discouraged and you're investing in others, others will encourage you. The Holy Community will encourage you. Your ministry, the life that is within you will flow. The river will flow. The blessings will flow. So if you are in a moment like Elijah, go to that quiet place. Let his still small voice whisper talk to you. Keep doing the ministry and raise up others and be encouraged in the community of God's people. This is Evangelist Wesley Paul encouraging you to stay connected and to be a blessing to others.